the sky. Down there, look. Perfect. Yeah, might get that. See if I can get that on the live stream. Before, oh, he's still up there. Can you see that? You can. In the sky, hi to everybody joining. In the sky is the stunt pilot who lives in Philby, and he's flying above either Potter Heigham or Reps, and you can, well, he's just flying away from the circles now, but he's written LO. Maybe he was going to do VE as well, I don't know. Anyway, good evening everybody. I can't chat obviously as I'm driving, but hello to you all. Thank you for joining, and hello to the people who are watching this on replay. Thank you for taking the time to do that. I was live earlier and I said I would live stream the journey to where I'm going. Probably guess soon where I'm going. I do have my lovely assistant, but she's not being an assistant today. She's just coming with me. We're off to watch my grandson sailing. He's learning to sail. Obviously, being my grandson, he's Emily's nephew. So we're off to support the family, aren't we?
Yeah.
And I'm hoping he's going to teach Grandma. I did have a crash course of sailing lessons in the lounge, in our lounge the other day, which was very sweet. Apparently you have to sit the opposite side to the wind, or the opposite side to the sail, and then I asked him about a burgee on top, and he had got a clue what I was on about. So they obviously don't have a flag on top of their little sailing dinghies, so I'll have a look when I get there. How is everybody? I hope you're well. Read all the comments at the end when I've got my seat, and then I'll have a look and see what you're saying.
It's a bit dangerous.
Sorry?
A bit dangerous.
Dangerous it was, yeah. You see the plane up there, look. Do you want to look on flight radar and tell us where it's going to and where it's come from? What's that black? Is that the stunt pilot?
That is.
Excuse us having our own little conversation here. As a family, we always like to look up the planes we see and see where they're going from and to, which is something we've done for years, especially if the helicopter, air ambulance or something like that flies over.
It is going to Luxembourg.
From where? Manchester?
I'm not sure.
No?
Oh, from Canada.
Oh, a long journey. So it's getting towards the end of its flight. Canada to Luxembourg. If you can see the trail in the sky. But we're turning down here now. My other daughter tells me it says road closed, which it does, and she says you can still get through, Mum, so let's hope she's correct and that I can still get through. My other daughter is meeting us there, as is my other grandson. So I probably won't be live when they arrive. I wonder where the road is closed. Have you had a good day? Well, I've been out gallivanting and live streaming and working. And
Yeah, it's just a relaxed day.
yeah, good. Are you having the same as Dad and I for tea? Or are you having something different?
I'm not sure.
I'm not sure. Do you even know what we're having?
No.
We're having beef curry with the beef
okay.
that I did in the slow cooker.
Yeah. I'll see how I feel a bit
Okay,
later.
all right.
Thank you.
You can have me make it if you want to.
Okay.
You're better with the spices than I am. You get it right. How the signal will be down here, I have no idea. I think there is a spot when I go under the trees just round this bend up here. I believe there's a blank spot and we'll lose connection, possibly. I think I did the day I was last here. You can read them. If you want to read them out, you can.
That's very pretty.
Yeah. Now I think it's this piece here where there's a blank spot and we lose connection. Lady in the ditch doing her gardening. Thank you to everybody who's joined. I've no idea. Oh, I didn't think he was going to stop then. I've no idea who's here. But thank you all. Also, if you've given likes on the live stream, thank you so much. We had 50 likes in this afternoon's live stream.
That's very good.
Yes, it was. It was wonderful. And I have 2 moderators now. Gone all high tech, you know. I also have a secretary.
Okay.
Yeah. And that's Janet. I've named her secretary because sometimes I sit there and I say, oh, you know, because I can't see what time it is. Oh, I don't know what, you know, something. And then instantly she's there with the answer. So over time she's been named secretary of the channel. Well, yeah, just park on the grass like that. Why not? We didn't lose connection. I don't like this corner because you cannot see. Should we park here in our usual space? Yeah? Is your darling sister here yet? No, I think she's a little bit later. As always, I've parked you next to a lovely location, the public toilets. Right, I won't see a thing with those glasses. And they are the same as these. Oh. Let's try without. My goodness, look at all these messages. SW says, hi Lisa. Hi SW, thank you for joining. Hi Stephen, thank you for joining. Johnny Treehouse. Hi John, thanks for joining. He says, I missed your earlier live. Don't worry John, that's okay, you're at work. SW says, where has everybody gone? I saw the stunt pilot last week flying about. He's great, isn't he? He lives in Philby. He's, I think he got silver, and that's in the world, silver medal. Or was it gold? Can you remember?
I can't remember.
No. And everybody's saying hi to everybody else, which I think is just fantastic. Oh, SW says, hi, Lisa's assistant. Say, hi, SW.
Hello.
She's gone all shy tonight. So you can say, I'll be a mod if you like. Well, I've got 2, so I'm probably okay for the minute. But thank you. When I need more, SW says, if you cannot get through, you'll have to reverse. John says, do we all get to sample your curry? Yes, of course. You can all come round for tea. SW says you'll pass on the curry because there's meat in it. Yes, sorry, SW. Although really, we don't eat a lot of meat, do we?
No, not really.
No. And yeah, no, we don't really. Carl says, hi Lisa from Waterside Fishing. Hi Carl, thanks for joining. John says, Hickling Broad. It is. Right, I'm going to walk down, or we are going to walk down to the end. I'll keep you on live, and then depending if there's loads of people or loads of children around, then I'll end it, okay? 10 likes already on this live. You lot are amazing. Thank you so much. Right, my stuff's in the back of the car. Do you know, when you have, I put all my stuff on my passenger seat. So of course, then when you get a passenger,
Sorry.
everything goes in the back, doesn't it? Heb says, hi everyone, sorry I missed the live earlier. Dentist appointment. Oh, hope you got on okay, Heb, and it wasn't too painful. 13 likes now, look. Goodness, what? You okay? Yeah, they're all saying hi to Hev because Hev's just arrived.
Okay.
I'll just get my stuff out the back.
Okay.
All right? This is the best invention ever. And apparently it's common because it's
Oh, like leather.
leather.
Yeah.
And then it's this, which
And
is,
so they, yeah.
they react to each other. Judith told me that.
Oh, okay.
Have you got your drink?
Yes, I have.
Glasses are in here. I am organised really. You might not have seen it. Just put the windows up. Yeah. And then I got to take that out of there. It is really stiff. That's it. And then keep it facing. Thank you. Heb says, where are we? We're at Hickling Broad. Well, nearly down at the Broad. We're in Hickling. And, oh, I showed you getting out of the car. And my grandson is learning to sail. So, obviously, he's Emily's nephew. He's my eldest daughter's son. And so we've come out as a family. My eldest daughter and my other grandson will be arriving in a bit. So we've come out as a family to support him doing his sailing. Could you press the key for me, please? In my bag, yeah. It's quite bright, so I can't actually see. I can't read the messages. I'll have to read your messages when I get down to the end. Oh, maybe I just left them in the car, did I? Maybe. This is one of these fandangled cars. You don't need a key. Which sounds great. The idea of it is great. But it just means you can lie your keys anywhere, and though we're just on the back seat. And of course, then when you want to lock up, you don't know where they are. So much stuff in there. All right? Okay, here we go. I imagine it's going to be pretty busy down here. I'll read your messages, as I say, down at the end, because I can't walk and read. Mind the potholes. So long as sailing lesson, it lasts 4 hours. And we could go this side or this side. I can't see if there's anybody on the bench. It's very pretty here. I don't know how I'm holding this and you're viewing what as I'm walking along. It's probably dreadful. Right. The Pleasure Boat Inn is shut and has been a while. So you have a pop-up pizza van. And then there's also a pop-up bar that turns up. Let's show you the dike with the boats, houseboats down the end. I've got the sun shining on my screen so I can't see a thing. Look how you just can't see anything.
Oh my goodness.
There's people on one of the benches. Is there people? There's a metal bench the other side. If there's nobody on that bench, we could go sit that side. That will really confuse your sister. She won't know where we are. Because there's people here. Somewhere hiding the other side is, or there was, a metal bench. Right, there's the metal bench. It's empty. Should we go sit there? All right. Can you see your screen? No. That makes me feel happy, and it's not just me. So we got to walk past the... See, I can't even tell if you've gone or if you're still here. can't see a thing. You might have gone. Looks a bit obvious on live streaming, so walking down like this. Lots of people arriving. We've got to go this way. Oh, you are still there. Now I'm under the tree in the shade. I can see you. 15 likes, and there's 26 of you in here. Oh my goodness. So if I go to the right, it's floating platforms. What, in the sailing club? I'm not going to go in the sailing club. I'm just going to go down to the bench. Because I'm trying to stay away from people as much as possible. This won't be obvious at all, will it? Me walking past like this.
That like a month it would be a week.
You can see me, sort of. Put my hair up, all my hair's falling out already. I got the in-house hairdresser to do it. Within 5 seconds it had fallen out. Oh, look. Oh, the other bench was free, but in the shade. So, shall we sit here? Yeah? I'm sure your sister will see you, or see us, won't she?
Yeah.
She's got football first.
Don't know.
Somewhere over there amongst that lot. I've no idea, I really couldn't tell you which one it is. Right, it does look lovely, Hev, doesn't it? I'm going to look back through all your messages. Gosh, there's so many messages. All right, I think I'm back to where you said, can you sample the curry? Hi, Carl. Thank you for joining. I know I probably said hello to you, but I can't remember what I who I didn't speak to. Yes, John, I'm at Hickling Broad. Dennis says, good afternoon, Lisa. Nice blue skies. It is, Dennis. It's still lovely here. Ah, Heaven, her dentist appointment. That's where I got to. Glad you got on okay, Hev. This is Hickling Broad, Dennis. Hickling Broad, and you've got the houseboats along there. Yes, it probably wasn't a very good walkabout, SW, because I couldn't see my screen. I couldn't see anything because of the sun. Thank you, Carl, for answering my questions for me. Bob by the Water, good afternoon from Thorndyke. Hello. Glad you're on your boat. I hope you're having a great time. Yes, the old-fashioned phone box is great, isn't it? John says, I must still visit there. Now you've shown us the way. Pop-up bar, yes, it's just here. It's just here when, whatever nights they decide to open, I think. It's not a permanent fixture. They take it away each time. What's his name, Emily? Who's doing the bar?
Don't know. Sorry.
His wife was in the care home. Owned it. Lots of messages came through. Right, let's go back to your message, Carl. Lisa, if you go to the right, there's floating platforms you can walk out on. If you like that sort of thing. Oh yeah, I haven't got an invite to go in the sailing club, so I won't go in there. I'll just stay out here. Heb says still here. Sad the pub's closed. It's been closed a good couple of years now. That's right, Grendel. Grendel says, I presume that's the pop-up bar they have while they're renovating the pub. Yes. The gentleman who runs it is known locally for his cider making. But Russell Watson. It's funny how the name suddenly comes to you, isn't it? Do you know who I mean now, don't you? No.
Sorry.
He and Dad are at school at the same time. Okay. SW says, how much further does the footpath go on to? Well, if I'd carried on the first bit of the footpath, we would be sitting over there now, probably on that bench at the beach area. But as there were people there and I need to be speaking for the live, I decided to come down this side, and you can just see where the path ends at the end there. Steve says, nice evening, lovely blue sky. It is. My daughter's whispering to me, there's people. Dennis says, I know Hickling. Where were you when you were up against the white wall? Well, I pick all the great locations, Dennis. That was beside the public toilets. Laurie says, hi, Lisa. Just been watching the Potter video. Love the broom boat in the marina. Beautiful. Tom. Yeah, that was fantastic, wasn't it? SW opposite at the beach area and the bench. People let their dogs go in there and have a swim. Bob says, good evening from Somerset. Really missing Norfolk. Oh, hello, Somerset. I love how everybody always welcomes everyone and says hello to them when they arrive. Can you see my grandson? We need to bring binoculars to see him. Unless we sit on the grass down the end. John says Millie wouldn't pop a paw in the water. Does she not like the water? SW says another place for me to investigate with the hounds. Thank you. There is actually a road. You can park where I parked, SW, and go back out onto the main road and turn right. Walk along there, go past the boatyard, keep going, and further up is a road, an unmade road, like a dirt track, and that's called, there's a signpost and it says Hill Common. Go along there and you'll walk past all the thatched boat sheds and just keep going along that, and eventually you will come out at Hickling Wildlife Trust. Unfortunately, dogs I don't think can go in there, but it's a good walk. Then you could just turn around and come back again. Emily's showing me that we have company. Would you like to see the company we keep? Let me see, how am I going to do this? That's it, you do that, I'll hold that up. You're very welcome, SW. You will be very busy. Look, the Egyptians have come along. They're even walking like an Egyptian. Oh, it just got tangled in the rope, in the mooring rope to the sailing boat. That's what the squeak was about. These two are preening. Oh, and there's another one. So that's 3, there's 6. 7 in total, is there? 3, 4, 5, 6. Where's the 7th one?
There's 3 here.
Yes.
1.
Oh, she is correct. 3 there, 1 there, and 3 there. Hello to everybody just joining the live. You could walk behind me if you wanted to. Oh. So we're here watching the sailing. Sat over here, he probably won't see us anyway. Emily? Is that him there?
I think so.
Yeah. It is, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's okay, we found him. So we just need him to look this way and then we can wave. John, I think you've missed a question from SW. She's asking what breed of dog is Millie? Thank you, Carl. Oh, a little bit of a squabble going on there. Oh, I know. That's right, you tell him. Isn't it great? So we saw him, but I don't think he's seen us yet, has he?
No.
Although I've lost him now, but I can kind of tell by his walk, can't you?
Yeah.
He won't look over here for us, will he? It's like being back at school and sports day and trying to get your children to see you. I went to every one, didn't I?
Yeah.
everyone. And I used to do daft things like if it was snowing, obviously I picked them up in the car, and I'd have hot water bottles in the car waiting for them, and the hot water bottle would be in the middle of a blanket so they could get in the car, put the nice warm blanket over them, and they got a hot water bottle. How daft am I? Steve says, hi Lisa, greetings from Sheffield. Wish we were still there on holiday. Long time to wait again until next year. Oh, thank you for joining, Steve. I'll bring the Broads to you. Hev says, I just noticed Waterside is a mod now. We better behave ourselves. I've got 2 mods. I've got Mark Lawrence and I've got Carl from Waterside. And I was going to ask John if he wanted to be a 3rd. And then I think I've got enough. I know Stephen Fishing asked earlier, but because obviously I had John in mind. John's too busy typing away. He's missed what I've said. Yeah, see what I mean? Are you all right there? Yes. Yes, you. John, you know we were talking about moderators at the weekend. Well, Carl has moderators in his group, and which is Waterside Fishing Adventures, and he suggested I need moderators. And you remember when at Ludham there was that person with the fishnet tights saga? So that would just be blocking those and blocking the spam. So I was going to make you a 3rd moderator. Is that okay, John? And then when you go live in your account, I'll be a moderator for you. Yeah. Bit worrying, wasn't it? So it just means that I can concentrate on the chat with everybody else, and then the moderators, as Carl, this is Carl's words really, I can keep chatting and the moderators look after the comments and the spam. SW says, I have to go, everyone, or I shall be here and not do anything else. These lives are very addictive. Bye and have a great evening. I won't be live for ages, SW, so you won't be missing anything much. John, you're blue now, which indicates you're moderator. Everybody's saying bye to SW. Thank you for the 19 likes on this live stream. Can you see your nephew?
I think he's in this group.
Yeah. walking along.
Mm-hmm.
Has he looked over here?
No.
Probably just as well he hasn't seen us, because he'd just be continuously watching us, wouldn't he?
Yeah. It's him. I know that.
You know that voice?
Yeah.
So, other than watching this live, what else is everybody up to this evening? Anything nice planned? The Egyptians have gone further along now. They're up by the sailing boats. The lens cover on my camera is annoying, isn't it? Flapping in the wind. Are you right there?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's... Could you open my drink for me, please? Thank you. Thank you. Laurie says I've got to redo my hair again. I dyed it earlier. Oh, I can't lift the comments up. Oh. And it came out bright copper.
Oh no.
Emily says, oh no. Emily is a hairdresser. And she does colour correction. So what colour does she need to do it to get rid of the copper?
What colour would she like to be?
What colour do you want to be, Laurie? And Emily will tell you what colour you need to put on to correct it. Stephen's fishing wants to do his green and yellow. Stephen's going to take Pip for another walk. Oh, you're going to take another walk later. She wants to go back to blonde.
And it's gone copper.
Yeah. Hev says, only putting shopping away and making dinner, but tomorrow we are off to look at vintage planes with the family. Oh, that sounds nice, Hev.
I've unfortunately had to be bleach or she could go brown for a little bit while it fades.
Did you hear that, Laurie? She says you'll either have to bleach it or go brown for a little while and then go to blonde
Gradually.
gradually. Laurie says, yes, I heard that. Yes, that's what I wanted, John. John says to Hev, where are you going to see the planes? We had the stunt plane on the journey here, Hev. They're in the white sailed boat, aren't they, Emily?
Pardon?
That's them down there. All the others are over to the right, and they're down the end there. Look behind
Probably.
behind the houseboats.
Probably.
making all the noise. Shuttleworth collection, Hev says. Do you want to walk down to the end, or are you all right sat here?
No, I'm okay here.
Okay. Oh, it says it was supposed to be one of those natural dyes from Holland and Barrett. Never again. Emily's shaking her head and going, no. I used to have my hair coloured brown, and then just to cover up the grey, and then it was getting that it was more and more difficult to cover the grey, and I kept saying to Emily, I've had enough of colour, I can't keep doing this every 3 weeks. And she says, Mum, you will hate being grey, and you'll be getting me to go back to colour it back again to brown, didn't you?
Yeah.
And oh, there you are, John, you got a little job to get rid of the spam. This will be great, me not doing it. Yeah, but I persevered, and getting rid of the colour was the best thing I ever did. And like Emily says, yes, you can go to a hairdresser's and have all the colour taken out in one go and be the colour you want to be. But you're better to do it gradually over time and let it grow out, which is the route I went down. So a year later, thank you, John, very much appreciated. Only 3 this time. Thank you, Stephen. Yeah, so Laurie, I've been without colour for a year. Emily cut it the other night and cut out loads. Didn't you? How many inches did you cut off?
About 4.
4 inches? It's so much better for it. So she does know her stuff.
And all the gear, no idea.
All the gear, no idea. Carl, very much appreciated. Thank you for removing them, banning them from the channel. Thank you. Thank you, everybody. Oh, I'm so glad I took Carl's advice and got moderators. Laurie says she always keeps hers short.
If she wanted to grow it out, that would be quite easy then.
Yeah. Yeah, Emily says if you ever did want to grow it out, it'd be so much easier for you. Grendel says his grey hair all migrated to his chin.
Oh dear. Can't do much for that, I'm afraid.
She can't do much for that. And we've got an Edward over there. Have you noticed the white sail boat has still not returned?
No.
No rescue boat's gone out yet, so you can hear them. That would only be our family, wouldn't it?
That would.
Don't the sails look beautiful? You can film them if you like, or do you want to hold this? You don't have to speak or say anything, just hold this while I film all those colour sails. Try and keep it through the gap so they can see. Oh. Or you could show them down to the houseboats, whichever you want to do. Just they look so lovely together. Thank you. Oh, there is a white sailed boat out there actually, but I'm sure they went the other way. The Egyptian geese are still here if you like the Egyptian geese. Clearly one of them's been sent to Coventry by the others. There's actually two there. I noticed the picture was so much smoother when Hemley held this. Yes, I was thinking that myself actually, Carl. I'm going to walk down to the end. Are you staying here? Are you coming down there with me?
I'll stay here and I'll take them.
Yeah? Sit on the naughty bench. Yeah? It's very windy. Hickling Sailing Club does have a webcam if you wanted to watch them at any time. It is windy. It's always windy here because it's a large expanse of water. Hickling Broad is the biggest broad of all the Norfolk Broads. I'm just walking back out. I don't want people thinking I'm recording all their children. I'm hoping I'm far enough away. I did see part of that actually, Carl, when you were out this way. You were in the little side channels, weren't you? Getting hissed at by an Egyptian. It's in the water and I'm on the bank. I don't know for certain, but I think the boat with the white sail on the left on its own, I think that's the one my grandson's in. I saw him get into a boat with a white sail, but there are two other boats out there with white sails. And then over there is the sandy beach area and the benches, which is very nice to sit at. See the sand? And you've got the houseboats there. Looks great fun, doesn't it? Can you see the dog in the water? Looks beautiful up there, doesn't it? Dog's gone to get his ball, so I'm just going to stand here and see if his ball gets thrown in again for him. Here we go. I stayed in one of the houseboats a few years ago now, and I filmed a dog. It was going after some geese way out on the Broad, and it just kept going and going, and its owner stood on that sandy bit looking as much as to say, well, how on earth will we get the dog back now? Lisa, I should have lent you my boat and you could have chased him around. What, the little dog? Oh, my grandson. Oh, that would be fun, wouldn't it? Yes. Now look, these two are just white sails. But there's not that many people in them, and I think there was about 4 in his boat. And the 4 are down there. These ones are more advanced. So that means he's in the one down there just past the red marker. To the right of the red marker there's a white sailboat with 4 of them in. Right, I'm trying to think how we can get you past, because Emily's like me, she doesn't want to be seen. So if I hold this like this, we can walk up behind her and then I can sit down. It's funny how your children get like you, isn't it? Because my son doesn't like being filmed either. That's beautiful, look, little boathouse. I think it's upstairs as accommodation. The Egyptians have all settled down. Hev says, oh, I've got to go now. I'm making a chicken and tarragon frittata and I haven't prepped a thing. I've still got beef curry to make yet, Hev. Thank you for joining us, Hev. Your meal sounds very nice. Endeavour? I think I'm zoomed in. Let me just zoom out. Oh, maybe I'm not then. I'll read your messages when I've sat down. Oh, that was a kingfisher. I heard a squeak. noise. And then I just saw it. Did anybody else just see that kingfisher flying down above the water? Does sound good, Stephen, doesn't it? Dennis says, going now. Lisa, bye. Bye, Dennis. Thanks for joining. There was a kingfisher. Oh, excuse me. Waterside says, I watched the sailboat lessons on Roxham Broad the other day while out doing a live. Just seeing if I've missed any. I think I've read everybody's message. Kingfishers are lovely, and there's lots here at Hickling Broad. Come in 52, your time is up. Emily? Have you heard from your sister? Yes? And?
Football's cancelled.
Eh?
Football's cancelled.
So they're not coming?
Oh, he's here.
They are.
She's just having tea and then I'll be over.
Right. Mark says, the kingfisher has always been his favourite bird on the river, but it's so hard to get a good photo off. It is. There's a... Have you ever been to the bird hide, Mark? On the Potter Higham side of Hickling Broad. Oh, capsized white sailboat. Do you see?
Mm-hmm.
And it's back up. It's not on one though. If you've been to the bird hide, where I just said, there's always a kingfisher that perches close by. Okay, John, enjoy your walk with Millie. Is this view okay for everybody like this? I can't zoom in with all the children about. Thank you, Laurie. Well, I didn't know I was doing a part 2 either, Mark. But just at the end of the chat, that came into conversation. And I said, okay, well, I just happened to say, oh, I'm off to watch my grandson sailing tonight. And it went from there, as it always does. And of course, if you go to Hickling Wildlife Place, there's always kingfisher there. Stephen says the view is good. Thank you, Stephen. Mark, did you see I sent you a friend request? One step telling you to the MI5 saga. MI5? MI5. As soon as I get a chance, I will send it to you. You probably won't have a clue what I'm going on about, but I think you might do. John knows what I'm on about, don't you, John? Don't say so. Laurie says, I used to have a friend who lived on a boat at Stalham called Stan, and he used to get a kingfisher on his boat every day. Wow, that's lovely. Very lucky if you can get that. Mark says, I remember Stan, such a lovely man. I miss him so much. John's not here. He's gone to walk Millie, hasn't he? It's a beautiful evening. Still very warm. Although I do say, darling daughter here is going to say it's cold. She's always cold. How are we temperature-wise? Chilly. A little bit. I knew it. I knew she'd be cold. My jacket's in the car if you want that.
Thank you.
Oh, a little squabble. You're all right, you're not in it. Egyptians are having a little bit of sorting out the pecking order. Mark and Laurie are having a conversation about a mutual friend, which is lovely. The safety boat's out now, Emily. Did you want to walk up to the end? Are you all right?
No, I've got to see here. That's fine. It's the perfect gap.
Yeah. They need another bench down the end, really, don't they?
Probably a safety thing.
Yeah. Hello to the new people. No, Mark, you carry on. Don't ever apologise. I think it's wonderful that people chat to each other. That's what it's for, after all. You and Laurie carry on. That's why I love it when people always welcome each other when they arrive, and when they leave, everyone says goodbye, and they now all have conversations, you know, with themselves. So never worry at all. Carl, your people have conversations in your life as well, I've noticed, don't they? It's lovely that they do. Is that in your way?
No.
Mark says, hopefully it won't be too warm tomorrow. I really want to go out my boat and have a cruise. I'd be out all the time on it if I had one. Castle, yes, it's a great community with lots of nice people. It is. Yes. People get to recognise the names of people who are always there the same time as they are and start chatting to each other. I think it's really nice. Excuse me drinking my drink. Grendel says, I must go, still got lots of jobs to do and packing to finish. Have a great evening. Thank you for joining. He's under the pontoon, on the end of the pontoon. Look.
I'm not sure if that one's been.
Grendel says, thank you for the live stream. You are very welcome. Obviously, if it wasn't all children over there, I'd been closer and zoomed in more, but I'm trying to be respectful, and you mustn't film other people's children. Hopefully I'm far enough away that even people watching on their TVs can't see either. You think he'd look round, wouldn't you? Oh,
we're here.
speedboat going out. Safety boat. Sorry?
He doesn't know we're here.
No, I know. He knew we were thinking of coming though, didn't he? Yes. That's right, Carl. But I just won't zoom in on him, just trying to be careful. Don't want to lose my channel. I think I picked the most uncomfortable bench, didn't I, out of all the ones I could pick? Hmm?
It's okay.
Sometimes I go and watch the sailing at Rollesby Broad. Stephen says, what would we do without you? Yeah, it's not very exciting for you, I'm sure, because I'm just sat facing opposite. Laura used to like watching the speedboat racing at Alton Broad. Sorry about the spam, people. Oh, lots this evening. Thank you. Thank you, John. Oh, John's timed them out. We need to block them, John. That's right, Stephen. Here we go again. Thank you, Stephen's Fishing, for reporting and blocking. Are you given the option to report them? That looks so much fun out there, doesn't it? It's okay, John. Don't worry. There's somebody in the water over there. Oh, is she or is she?
They're paddle boarding.
Oh, paddle boarding. She's swimming here. Thank you, Carl. Laurie says, I'm off now, Lisa. Off for a ham sandwich. Bye. Bye, Laurie. Thank you for joining us. I'll try and make tomorrow's daytime one more interesting for everybody. We might end up going to Yarmouth. I really need to go and get my glasses sorted. And then if it's nice, I can sit beside Braden Water and see if there's any boats passing. Reporting and blocking is good, John. Reporting them to YouTube is the best option. Is that your nephew?
I'm not sure.
Oh, boat's gone over.
That's probably him.
Don't think he's out on his own though, is he?
No.
No, he went out with 4. In a boat of 4. John says, oh, by the way, I'm back. Are you, John? The water looked okay when I walked down to the end. From what I could see, I was down there behind where this chap is at his boat. Really, I think you need Polaroid glasses on to see properly. It's lovely over by the sand areas. Really crystal clear over there. So all here is going to be the same, isn't it? When I filmed over there before, I did go for a paddle. So you know it has to be fairly clean for me to do that. People keep falling off their paddle boards. John says it's too hot out there for Millie. You think it might be cooler here. Yeah, there's the breeze coming straight across the Broad. Emily's chilly. Yeah, she's got goosebumps. Can you believe that? Carl says, yes, that's why I always wear mine so I can see the fish and animals. Mine are in the car. They are good though. Are you all still all right? Watching. Yes, thank you for all the likes on this live stream. It's just as well Carl is here and John being moderators. I think I'm all streamed out for the day, live streamed out. I'm just sat here and enjoying the peace and quiet. I'm not into football, Stephen, but my other grandson is. He plays for Norwich, doesn't he? What's he in?
Some academy.
He's in the Norwich Academy. So we've got one that's into army and sailing, and we've got one into football. That's into football. Bob says, thank you, Lisa. I must leave you for now. I will try and find you tomorrow. If you subscribe to me, Bob, and click on the bell and hit the all notifications, then each time I go live, you'll be notified. Hello, Joe. Thank you for joining. I don't know if it's a very exciting view, but this is what we have. How old is he, Joe? He's 18. He's a bit older than my grandson. My grandson's 10. Not bad to be in the academy at 10, is it? That's all he wants to do, play football. Morning, noon and night. My goodness, Carl, I don't know how you do half the stuff you do on here. Thank you. Well, he's definitely there at age 10. He's been going about 2 years, Emily? 3 years?
Playing football about 3 years.
Yeah. And all the players, the Norwich City players, they go along, don't they?
Some of them, yeah.
Different ones, different weeks. Go and help out. Great evening for being out on the water. Although it's getting quite windy now. You'll have to say if you want to go. Okay, Stevens Fishing, thanks for joining. Yeah, I spent about a year watching every single night YouTube videos. I used to say I was putting myself through YouTube University. But every single night I think, right, what do I want to learn how to do tonight? And there I would be researching it and looking at different videos on YouTube. I think I might end this live. Oh, there's a cruiser coming. Maybe won't. Let's wait and see this cruiser come into the dike. You'll see it. You'll see the cruiser just behind the sails. We'll see if it's going to come into this dike. I imagine it will. Yes, I've been monetized for about 1.5 years now. I don't know if they're free, John, but there are moorings here. I'm only a small channel. Carl, I've got about 2,650 subscribers, I think. But for you, fishing's worldwide, so you'll have huge numbers of subscribers, whereas mine is just a very small niche. So I'll never have a huge number of subscribers. But I'd never force people to subscribe. It's just, you know, if they want to, then great. Just want it to be a nice, fun place for people to have a laugh and watch the boats, watch the Broads. Oh, thank you, John. That's very kind. Yeah, I don't want them to feel that they have to pay me anything. There's that little cruiser. I'm probably not the right sort of person to do YouTube. I just like being outside in the fresh air, and if anybody else is like-minded and they want to watch, then great. Oh yeah, I know you are, Carl. I know you're trying to help, but the last thing I want is people to feel they have to start paying me, because that isn't really my motivation behind, you know, different getting a small income from the ad revenue. That's different. But actually getting subscribers to pay me, I don't feel that's, for me, I don't feel that's right. Thank you, Stephen. Stephen says you're doing a fantastic job. Keep it up. But obviously I've nothing against people who do go down that road. Good luck, you know, good luck to them. I'm just sat here. I'm not a professional photographer, not a professional videographer, and never will be. Maybe if I was, But, you know, like this afternoon, having a laugh with everybody. Yes, they do say they'd like to help towards the fuel. And I have had somebody, I've had 3 people actually, who have gifted towards my channel. But I never ask people to or expect them to. And I wouldn't want them to think that I expect them to. It's beautiful, isn't it? Look at that, just blue everywhere you look. Isn't it great? Thank you for the 27 likes on this live stream. It's not really much of a live stream, though. My favourite place, well, I quite liked what to live stream or to visit. If I'm on a day boat, I like going past Horning and Wroxham. If I'm just sat watching for myself and filming, not live streaming, because the signal is really poor, then Wood Bastwick. Potterheim was good today for live streaming. I like Wroxham. Anywhere it's busy with lots of activity, basically. I also like the stretch of water from that goes up to Womack water. I only went up there for the first time when I filmed Ludham Open Gardens. It was very pretty. And of course, it was great being nosy and looking in everybody's gardens. There are some spectacular gardens, and gardens so big. You just never seen anything like it. Joe says, do I have a favourite pub along the Broads for a meal? Acle Bridge is nice. Upton White Horse. I like the Pier Hotel in Galston. I know that's not Broads, but I do like to go there. Where else do we go?
Stokesby's nice.
Yeah, we've been eating at Stokesby. Where else?
They're all quite nice, really.
They are, aren't they? What about you, Joe? Where do you like to go? And what about you, Carl? Where do you like to film? Or what's your favourite place on the Broads? Joe says we like Caister Carvery for food. Yeah, it's a long time since I've been there. Probably about 5 years, but that's popular. You go there, don't you?
Haven't been a long time. The one over the road, Branford's, is nice.
Yeah.
At the old hall.
Old Hall, yeah. I also like the cafe in Brundle, where it's a cafe in the day and the seafood restaurant at night, but I just go to the cafe. I like June's Cafe at Acle Bridge. I like it there. There's lots of lovely places. Swan Hotel, of course, at Horning. I've never eaten outside on the terrace at Roxham Hotel. That's on my to-do list. Rising Sun at Coltershall, that's nice. And the King's Head next door. There's lots of lovely places about. The spammers are out tonight, Stephen. Carl says, for filming, as you say, the more activity, the better. But I like all the backwaters where it's quiet and peaceful, watching kingfisher, etc. Oh, I don't know about that one. Joe says, I like O'Crum Sandwich Shop in Wroxham. Whereabouts is that, Joe? Tell you what I did like, Carl, you've probably been there. You know, opposite How Hill, the little electric eel takes you on a boat trip. Well, that's the original river Ant. And you wind around forever. And then you come back out onto the main river. That is really good. Joe says, near the bridge on the main road. I'll have a look. I'm still trying to think of other places. You're going to be filming there soon in the boat, are you? Oh, I know where you mean. Joe, you stand right at the counter from the pavement. I know what you mean. There's a boat. It's just capsized, look. I think it's time to call it a day on here. I think I've been live streaming so much today. I'll try and live stream at some point from Yarmouth tomorrow. So thank you all for watching and chatting to the other subscribers in here. Thank you to the moderators who've done an absolutely fantastic job. Stephen says you've been lucky. In what way, Stephen? A great day for the lives. I think you live streamed, Carl, far longer yesterday than I have today. 2 live streams. Oh, I see. I'm with you. Yes, 2 live streams. I've still got a video to make for tomorrow evening. Can you hear them all singing over there? Right, I'm definitely going this time. Say goodbye to you all. Thank you all so much. And I'll be back again tomorrow. Take care, everybody. Bye, Stephen. Bye, John. Thank you, Carl, for your help. And John, for yours as well. And to Mark, who was here earlier. Bye, Joe. Thanks for joining. Take care all, says Johnny. It's a heron, Emily. She wondered what was squawking. Did the live stream just pick up that noisy heron squawking? Yes, see you tomorrow. Thank you all so much. Bye.